We have a fixed cost of $5,000, and we have each service call costs $25. So the cost Y is going to be $25 each plus the 5,000. Then use this when you have 150 service calls. There's our 150 getting substituted in for X. So Y will equal 25 times 150 plus the 5,000. 3,750 plus the 5,000, which gives us 8,750. Next problem, we're dealing with a lemonade stand basically. Daily cost to rent the booth is $35, and then 50 cents for each lemonade it produces. So again, we want to write this as an equation. Y equals 50 cents times the number of lemonades plus the $35 to rent the booth. Okay. Now if 350 lemonades are produced, that would be Y equals 50 cents times each of the 350 lemonades plus the $35. That becomes 175 plus 35, which is $210. Now, pay close attention. That is not how much money they're making. That's the cost. It costs them 50 cents for each beverage. They're going to be spending $210. That is not the profit. The profit will be found by taking how much they sell it for times the $350, then subtracting the cost for the day. We want to find the line which is parallel to this given line that goes through this point, and the line that's perpendicular to it going through that same point. So in the first case, we're going to be on part A, we're going to be dealing with parallel, and we're going to use the point, or sorry, we're going to use the slope 2/3. We're going to use the same slope along with the point 4, 1. There's our point and our slope for the point slope formula. So let's go through and write this out now. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. There's our point slope formula. This will become y minus 1 equals 2/3 times x minus 4. There's our equation in point slope form. Let's do some distribution here. Y minus 1 equals 2/3 x minus 8/3. And then we're going to want to add 1 to both sides, but on the right I'm going to write that 1 as a 3/3 so that I can have a common denominator. And we will have a final answer here of 2/3 x minus 5/3. Now that's the answer to the parallel part of the problem. Now they want to do the same thing but with the line that's perpendicular. So instead of using the same slope, we're going to use the negative reciprocal. So for part B, perpendicular, we're going to use not 2/3, but we're going to use m equals negative 3/2 along with the point 4, 1. And so going straight into the point slope formula, we're going to have y minus 1 equals negative 3/2 times the x minus 4. It's the same thing as up above, except that we have a different slope. And now we're going to distribute. That's going to give us y minus 1 equals negative 3/2 x plus 12 over 2, which is 6. We will then add 1 to each side of the equation. We don't have to mess with fractions this time. And we're going to have y equals negative 3/2 x plus 7. And you can check that by verifying that yes, indeed, it has the perpendicular slope, and that if you substitute in 4, you will get 1 coming out as the y value.